Okay everyone, in this video tutorial I'm going to show you how to create your own web push notifications using Aweber technology. You can do this on a free Aweber account or a paid Aweber account, it doesn't matter. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go to a website where I've installed it already. Okay, so we're at jupitergym.courses. This is set to pop up the web push notification. Choice to allow or block it is going to show up after 40 seconds. So you've seen this many times. And there we go. So what you have up on the upper left is the logo of your choice. If you don't have a logo, you can just stick with the gray bell, which is there by default. Then this is what you're signing up for, or you're choosing to sign up for or not. It says it's powered by Aweber, and you can allow it, or maybe later I'm going to choose allow. Okay, and it's as simple as that. So from now on, whenever the owner of this website, Jimmy Joe's marketing company, wants to send out push notifications, as long as I'm in the same browser, which in this case is a Google Chrome browser. As long as I'm in my Google Chrome browser, the web push notifications will come through. It doesn't matter what site I'm surfing at this time. We've all seen them, we've all used them, we're all familiar with them. Okay, so what I'm gonna do for the rest of this video tutorial is show you how to set it up inside your Aweber account. So let's get going. Now, here we are inside my demonstration Aweber account. We're going to scroll down and we're going to create the web push notifications for that particular website, Jimmy Joe's marketing company. Okay, so what you want to do, just make sure you're logged in. Just go down to web push. Very simple. And you go down here, you click started, and you just follow the 3 simple steps. Here we go. Click. All right. So this is step number 1. As you can see up here, we want to put the web URL there. Let's go here, copy it, Control C to copy, Command C on a Mac. Control Victor to paste, Command Victor on a Mac. And you can get rid of that final slash if you'd like. Now, if this has an HTTPS, which means it's a secure website, which means it has an SSL certificate. Now I'm going to take out the S and watch what happens. If you take out the S, it says it must begin with an HTTPS. And to get that S in there, you have to have an SSL certificate. So if you're not sure about how to get an SSL certificate onto your site so that you have the HTTPS here, just call your web hosting company. A lot of companies will install the SSL certificate for free. Anyway, so if you want to add, you can leave this gray bell. That's absolutely totally acceptable. And you can add your own image, click remove image, and then browse for file. And I'm just going to go here. I guess, you know what? No, that's animated. I don't know if that would work. This one looks square, so let's just put that one up, see what happens. It's not supposed to be animated really, but let's just see if it works for the fun of it. Okay, so let's, after you add the logo and the website, you're going to click Save. Web settings are saved. Now we have only 2 more steps left. Step 2 and step 3. Now, step 2, let's just read it. It says you can install the Aweber for WordPress plugin and follow this quick guide, or you can, otherwise, you can follow the manual instructions. I'm going to show you how to do it manually. That's how I like to do it, and that's where you would need the most help if you chose to do so as well. So under manual instructions, this is what it says. Copy and paste the snippet into your website before the closing body tag. The body tag is an HTML tag. So click on the copy to clipboard. We're going to copy this and paste it into the website. So click, it's copied. You can see I just copied it. Go back to the website. We're going to start at the dashboard of your WordPress website. Now, I'm going to show you how to install or paste the code in just before the closing body tag on a WordPress website. If you're using another type of a website other than WordPress, call up your web hosting company and tell them, look, I've got to put in this particular code. I've got to put in certain code so that my website can have push notifications. So how do I do that? They will show you how to do it, where to do it. But we're on a WordPress website, so I'm going to show you how to do it for WordPress websites, which is what most people are using. Okay, so you want to go down here, go to plugins. You want to add a new plugin. I'm going to type in here just click in insert headers and footers, and you get this plugin. Now, there are other plugins that will work probably just as well, but I just favor this one. Insert headers and footers by WP Beginner. Click install now. Okay, it's installed. Now we need to click activate. Now we're going to install plugins, and you can see that the insert headers and footers, it's activated because the only other choice is to deactivate it. So what you want to do now is you want to go to settings and insert headers and footers. So I click there, and we have settings. We don't want to put it in the header. We don't necessarily want to put it in the body. What we want to do is put it into the footer, because it says right here, these scripts, which is code, will be put in just above the closing body tag. So I can paste it anywhere in here. I'm just going to paste it at the top. Control Victor to paste, Command V on a Mac. Then I scroll down, I click save. All right. Now I go back to push notifications, and we've already copied this script. Okay. So now all we have to do is verify. So this too is going to turn into a green check mark. Here we go. Bang to bang to the boom. It's done. Now, what we want to do is we want to download the setup file, unzip it, then upload the enclosed file to the root directory of your website. It sounds kind of tricky. It really isn't. The root directory is just the main folder of your website. Now, if you're not sure, now to do that, you're going to have to log into your cPanel, which means you have to go to the hosting company and log in. If you have any problems, once again, please remember, you're not just paying your hosting company to host your website files or your WordPress website files, you're paying them for customer support as well. And they will show you exactly where you need to put the file that we're about to download and unzip. Okay, so I like to do it the manual way. Also, since you have me here, that's the way that's a little more difficult and a little more challenging. I just feel more comfortable with it. And that's the way you're going to need some help with, more so than just using the WordPress plugin. So anyways, let's click download setup file. Aweber crash course, JavaScript. And we're going to save that file because it is going to be a JavaScript file. Now I'm going to go click here. Now when you're in a Google Chrome browser, you just need to go down here, click show in folder. So it's inside the JavaScript for web push notifications folder. I created that before I started the video. The point is, you just need to know where you download this zipped file and make sure you can find it so you can unzip it. So I'm just going to right click to unzip. And there you go. It's unzipped here. I'm going to double click. And there's the file that we're looking for. Okay, so we've completed step one. I want to go back here just to give your bearings, or just to help us get our bearings. So download the setup file, unzip it. We just did that. Now we have to upload the enclosed file to the root directory of your website. Come back here and click verify. So how do you upload the unzipped file to the root directory? I'm going to show you. Here I am right here. This is the cPanel. You want to get to the cPanel of your web hosting account, okay? So that's where I am. This is the account I'm in. Once you're in the cPanel, you want to click File Manager. Now, typically, if you have a WordPress website, you want to go to public_HTML. So I'm going to click on that. And I want to, so this is, in this instance, and in most instances, this is the root directory. If you have any questions or problems, like I said, just call customer service of your web hosting company. Okay, so now I'm going to upload the file. Click upload and select the file that I want to upload. I want to go back here. I want to go to the JavaScript. I want to click that open. So this is the file that I want to upload. It's called Aweber service worker.js, and the JS stands for JavaScript. So let's do that. And we're done. So I'm going to go click back here. And this brings us right back to, public underscore HTML. And you can see this is the file that we just uploaded, the JavaScript file that ends in a .js file extension. So we go back here. We've completed step 1. We've completed step 2. Now we're going to complete step 3 by clicking verify. Setup complete. Opt-in on your site. Anyway, so we've completed those. We're good. Now what we want to do is go back over here to opt-in prompt. So this is what I showed you at the very beginning of this video. This is what slides down at the top of the web browser in the window, the top of the window in your web browser. You want to keep that enabled, obviously. Okay, you want to keep it enabled. You want to, the timer cannot be any less than 30 seconds. So somebody has to be on your website for at least 30 seconds before this is going to slide down from the top. You can change it here if you want. All right, it's up to you. You want to make it 35 seconds. So in other words, you want someone to come to arrive at your website, get a little familiar, and then make a decision whether to allow or not. So right now it says right next to that little kitty cat or bear, whatever it is, it says would like to show you notifications for the latest news and updates. So I'm going to go mouse over it to make it a little more interesting. And show me the latest tutorials and marketing updates. I'm going to save the prompt. So this is the prompt. The prompt is saved. Now, to send out a message, we want to go up to website. We want to go here. You can go click on web push here. You can go to back to push notification dashboard. Either way. And once we're back here, we can create our new push message. And you can do this, as often as you want. You don't want to overdo it. I don't know, it's up to you, maybe once a week or whenever you have something that's really worthwhile sharing. Could be a blog post, it could be a product you're promoting, it could be an affiliate product that you're promoting. You just don't want to overdo it. So let's create our message. It says it's going to look like this, but it's actually going to show up in the lower right hand corner, and it's not going to have the black background typically. It's going to change a little bit according to the browser, operating system, etc. Okay, let's say my latest product launch. .2.0, and then this link, I'm going to put click to check out the Aweber Crash Course 2.0. Now this link could be to the same website where they signed up to allow push notifications, or it could be something completely different. This could be completely different. It's totally up to you. Okay, now once I click the send push notification, it's going to go out instantly to every single person that's visited my website, my demo website, which in this case is Jimmy Joe's Marketing Company. So anybody that's visited that website and clicked allow push notifications is going to get this instantly, okay? And it will typically show up in the lower right-hand corner. If you go back to web push notifications, you can see this is the recent notification right there. And that's really all there is to it.